Greetings to my YouTube channel, all that is. I'm so pleased to welcome Melissa Brace back to the show. If you haven't been tuning in to our Thursday lives, Melissa has been here on our show for a few weeks now. We took a break for a couple of weeks while Melissa was traveling, but we are back now live with you to do some psychic medium live chats and live channeling as we go through the show. But before we do that, welcome to the show, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm real excited to be here. Greetings.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you don't know, Melissa is a natural born psychic medium and a channeler for over 30 years now, and she's got a profound experience, and she is renowned for her abilities and clarity, integrity, and kindness in the work that she does. In her own words, Melissa says she is a multidimensional conduit connecting with God directly. And so her diverse titles and roles cover many spiritual practices and beliefs. She is a starseed, a healer, a divine alchemist, a visionary, a mystic, a life coach, a Reiki master, a spiritual hypnotherapist, an animal communicator, a curse breaker, a prayer warrior, and a cosmic tour guide. And for many years, she has affectionately been known as the Angel Lady by those who seek her guidance and support. So she is here to share her multiple abilities with us today. And so we are so glad to have her back on the channel. And just as we go into this, I'm just so pleased to welcome you back again. And I was just telling you, your energy is so bright and so welcoming, and so it really warms my heart to be doing this with you and sharing this spiritual journey with you. But just before we get into today's show, I just wanted to invite the audience to, while you're in the chat, just give us a little bit of information about yourself, what your question is, so that Melissa is able to give you a well-rounded answer with your psychic medium questions. Before we dive in, Melissa, is there anything you want to contribute in order to just speak directly to those in the chat?
Hi, everybody. We're going cosmic today. I don't have anything to start with. I'm excited.
No worries. We'll just remind people as we go along. But yeah, if you can give us as much information as possible, that would be awesome. And so today's chat, we are going to be taking a deep dive, if you will, into that ascension journey. But we're going to be focusing more on the starseed journey and what that really means to be a starseed, and what that journey looks like for each and every one of us. Because just from my personal experience and interacting with my customers, my clients, other people that I've met like Melissa on this journey, we have all sort of woven together the intricacies of being a starseed and what that means, and we are each being called to, in a way, represent that in whatever way that means for each and every one of us. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what that means for Melissa and myself, and then generally, as we have sort of garnered that information through other opinions and friends that we have met along the way, and what that means. I also have a transmission from Yeshua ben Joseph, otherwise known as Jesus Christ. And this came through yesterday, which I thought was very, very poignant for this conversation. So in a little while, I'll play that transmission for folks so that you get a flavor of what I do as well, and the kind of work that I do as I work with Yeshua. As many of my followers might know, I have also written a book as a direct transmission from Yeshua. So that's available on my website. So please check that out. But yeah, Melissa, let's have a bit of a chat about what a starseed means to you, and what it is that you feel in your heart means to being a starseed, or the people that you've met who are starseeds.
All these years, I've always resonated with that the most, that terminology, that word. And I was doing my prayers today. I put down the phones and got to go sit in the springtime and ground outside here in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. And I was thinking about it, and the main words I could think of to say would be the starseeds are part of our part of who we are, all of us, and part of our DNA. And just, well, I guess when I was a little girl, a Pleiadian angel used to come speak to me, and she taught me of these times. And I didn't understand anything. I was 5 or
Yeah.
6, but it was so easy to understand, and it was um, part of our ascension is to activate the pieces of us in our DNA
Mhm.
um, that are our starseed DNA, which would be different pieces of our um, tree of life that have been, dismantled and screwbled and messed up, and
Yeah.
so we're reactivating back to who we really are. It's a remembrance,
Yeah.
and to remember that we're way beyond just this, you know, quick life that we are,
Mhm.
this one piece of us.
Yeah.
So big picture.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I totally agree with that. And I love that you brought in that sort of idea of being stardust, right? Because we are all part of that, whether we like it or not. We've been structured to believe that we are just, here within this physical body, and this is the one life that we have. And so for me, it's that interdimensional aspect of our soul, whether we are in that 3D, 4D, 5D aspect of ourselves. And so when we are here in this third dimensional aspect within that physical body, we are here to experience that aspect of our soul within this physical body. But our soul resides in that whatever aspect you're coming from. And you said it correctly, you're coming in from the Pleiades, you're coming in from Arcturus, wherever. But at the same time, you can also have multiple different aspects of yourself. Like for me, for example, I have some sprinkling of the Pleiades, I have some sprinkling of Arcturian energy within my DNA, but I am primarily from the 12th dimension. And so these
Mhm.
energies are within my DNA, but the strongest aspect is that 12D dimension energy, right? So that's the light energy that we carry within us. So it doesn't really matter where we come from, which star seed we come from, but we are in this 3D body being activated by that light that we hold. And that brings us into full fruition, if you will, for what our mission is here and what we are being guided to do. And so, in a way, we are discovering or rediscovering, and as you said, remembering how to be in this body, but to embody that light that we hold, that specific starseed energy that we hold within us. And so, it's learning how to activate, how to ignite that, and how to embody our mission. So that's the challenge that we have to uncover. And so Yeshua brought this in very clearly yesterday during my transmission, and I would like to share that in a few minutes. But I thought that was very, very timely that he did speak to me about this, and he has in the past as well talked about the different missions, the different groupings that are here on the
Yes.
earth. And he sort of categorized me as a group that's not particularly a star seed, but I am here as an awakened warrior, if you will, right? Like, because my soul goes back many thousands of years, and I have been, in a way, stuck on this planet as a prisoner soul. And so for me, it's like opening up and removing all of those layers of all those past lifetimes and recovering that lost soul, if you will, that harkens back to many, many thousands of years ago. And so, like I said, my energy is from that 12th dimensional energy. And so the star seed in a way is very new, right? The verbiage, if you will, is very new, and how we refer to these energies. And so in a way it's the same, but it is different as well. So the way Yeshua explained it to me is like there are three categories. There's like the one that I just talked about, star seeds, or light beings that were trapped on this earth plane because of the influence or the capture, if you will, of the earth. And so we are, in a way, clearing our energy and aligning back to that true blueprint that we once were many thousands of years ago. And so there's that old ancient energy, if you will, of these souls that are coming back to be realigned to that God source, if you will, or to our true placement within that soul energy. And then there's the second part, which is a mixture of the old and the new. And these energies are beings that are the star seeds that are now coming forth and sharing and blending with the beings that are already here and bringing in those messages, those emissary messages, and trying to teach and try to influence this larger mission that's taking place, this 26,000 year cycle that is happening right now. And then there's the new souls that are like the diamond children, the aurora children, the crystal children. These are all like the very
Rainbow.
new soul, the rainbow children. They're all like
Mm-hmm.
coming in with this already, turned on, activated energies. The DNA is already activated and turned on within their body. And so they are here to experience what this whole shift is all about. So there's many different iterations of this starseed energy, if you will, but it's also called many things, right? So I hope that makes sense. Does that resonate with you?
Oh, yes. Everything you just said is exactly, I mean, like so well said, exactly what I see in it. And I think this is a great time of for all of us, whether we notice it or not, activations of those aspects in ourselves of the multidimensional pieces of who we are. And remember, again, that remembrance, I love that word because sometimes it's so confusing and we're not, doing so well. And then we remember, oh, and feel that activation and realize that we have lots of knowledge and true, pure Christed energy, and can receive at any time. And we're not alone in this adventure of an ascension.
Absolutely. And it is truly an adventure, right? Like we don't necessarily understand all of it, but it is happening to us, And the best way to do it is to just take the bull by the horn, as they say, and just navigate the best that we can, through all of the difficulties, because each of us are coming to this from different angles, from different aspects. And in a way, we have to understand that we are unique beings. And so every one of us is different. Like you and me are so very different. But at the same time, we have this commonality of understanding where we are, what we are here to do. And we see that common goal, like we see that new earth, we see where we are going. And so it's like us energetically holding hands and moving in that direction. Even though we feel different, our past is different, our present is the same, and we're all moving together in that present moment together. So it's beautiful. Thank you for saying that.
Yes.
All right. Shall we check in with Yeshua and see what Yeshua has to say?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me see if I can do this right. And give me a thumbs up, please. I'm going to share screen with you. Hopefully this comes through, then the audio is all good.
It's almost there.
Are you seeing?
Greetings.
Almost there.
The Son of God. Today I come to you.
Are you
from
hearing
the
it,
lands
Melissa?
I hear it.
Of
The
Australia.
screen's not fully
Through this
activated. Now it is. All set.
Greetings. This is Yeshua ben
Okay,
Joseph,
I'll just read.
the Son. Greetings. This is Yeshua ben Joseph, the Son of God. Today I come to you from the lands of Australia. Through this being known to you as Racquel. She has been transmitting messages on my behalf for many years now, and this being has created a reality, let us say, within your three-dimensional earth, to land the energies of the 12th dimension, which is where her star has been birthed. She has, in a way, gone through many lifetimes as a prisoner upon the earth plane, and has not realized that she is from this high place of birth within the 12th dimensional aspect. It is only in the last few years that she has come to realize this, after much work that she has done on her own body and on her own mind, and on her own spirituality, realizations that she worked hard to achieve. And so, through these uncoverings and peeling of the layers of her own existence, she has come to the understanding that she is a part of something much larger than her physical existence upon the earth plane. My message to you today is to each and every one of you that you are indeed very much like Racquel. You are of the stars. You are of the Creator. There are many iterations within which you were each created. Like myself, I was born of the light as a light being known as Yeshua, and I had an incarnation upon your earth plane as Jesus Christ, much like Racquel, who is now within the physical aspect of her being known as Racquel, but her light being aspect resides within the 12th dimension. And so there are many, many ways within which you can perceive your own existence. Each of you is unique in the realizations of where you come from, which star system you belong to. And so this is a personal exploration for each and every one of you. And so it is my wish to bring this message to you today to contemplate within your own mind where it is that you might come from and how it is possible for you to uncover this truth for yourself. There are many ways you can do this, and one of them being through meditation. Through meditation, you are able to tune yourself into that higher aspect of your being through your higher self energies. In a way, it is your conduit to that higher aspect of yourself. It is like reaching into those higher realms using your higher self as a conduit, very much like a telephone line. You are calling upon those higher aspects of yourself, using your higher self as the transmitter, as the connector between you and those higher realms. So it is my request to you to start to peel those layers back and try to find out for yourself where it is you belong within the larger cosmos, within the larger universe, and where it is you have come from. There are many upon your earth plane at this time who are revealing themselves as starseeds, as diamond children, as crystal children, as aurora children. And so in this way, they are, shall we say, special envoys from those higher dimensional energies that are here upon this earth plane at this time for specific roles and specific missions to take their part in what is the evolution of your civilization at this time within that larger cycle of the 26,000 years that you are going through right now. And so there are many, again, cycles within cycles. And so this larger 26,000 year cycle is what is known as the harvest within the law of one doctrine, shall we say. This is like a universal law that is followed by all light workers and all star beings on many planes of existence and within many star constellations. And so the law of one is our guiding light, if you will, on how it is we exist within these many incarnations, within these many lands, within these many star systems. And so this 26,000 harvest is what you are going through right now as a civilization upon your earth plane. It happens on other planes of existence as well, but this time your plane of existence is in the spotlight, shall we say, because there are many, many things that have happened here upon this earth plane that have many beings from many star systems interested in the outcome of this harvest. And so you are being watched by many thousands and thousands and thousands of starseeds, of light beings, of light workers that have at one time or the other become involved in what is known as the drama of your earth plane cycle, shall we say. And so as Racquel and myself have talked about this many times before, through our book, through our transmissions, your plane of existence was under the guardianship of very dark entities known as the Draco and the Greys and many of their alliances, shall we say. And so these beings have now been removed from your plane of existence, and in a way it is a change of the guard. But I do not mean that there is another civilization that is coming in to rule your earth plane. You are being removed from the tentacles of these very overpowering and powerful beings that impose themselves upon you without your free will, let's say, agreeing to these conditions. And so it was an imposition that has taken place across many, many thousands of your years. It even enveloped the time that I was upon your earth plane 2000 years ago. And so this harkens back to many, many thousands of your years ago when these beings infiltrated your plane of existence and took charge of this plane of existence or this planet known to you as Earth. So it is the time now for these beings to remove themselves from your plane of existence and allow for the beings that remain on your plane to come back to their own soul's path. Again, there are many iterations of what that means. Many of you have been trapped here, like Racquel, for many thousands of years, and so it is up to each individual to realize where they need to be and where they stand as a soul upon their long journey as a soul. Some of you have arrived very new here, are brand new souls upon this earth plane, much like the starseeds that I have just talked about, like the indigo children, the aurora children, and the diamond and the crystal children. All of these are new souls, and so these are coming in for the very first time upon your physical plane. And so for them, that experience is very different from what perhaps Racquel has endured upon this earth plane. So it is for each and every one of you to discover where you stand in that spectrum, upon this large spectrum of many souls that are now existing upon your earth plane, and find your placement within that larger experience, if you will, of this new cycle that is taking place, that is finishing and a new one is birthing. And so for the birthing of the new cycle, it is like the new energies are already coming in, and so there will be a transference of the old energies and the new energies. There will be an overlap of souls that might live in the old cycle and continue to live in the new cycle. Some beings will pass on because they are not able to endure the high frequency or vibration of the new world that is being birthed. And so they will diminish, their light will diminish, and they will move on. And so there will be a large number of people that will pass away over the next few years as we transition from this old earth into the new earth. It is not something to be afraid of. Embrace it, because you have done your duty and you have completed your incarnation upon this physical plane. So embrace your mission, embrace your light, and allow for these shifts to take place within your own life, with grace, with love, with perseverance of what is to come. You have many, many lives to pursue once you pass on from this existence. There are many exciting potentials for you to look forward to once you reach those higher realms. So it is not the end of your life or your soul's journey once you pass on from this physical life. This is my message to you today, which is an overarching message of figuring out where it is you are placed upon your soul spectrum, upon your soul's journey. Try to find out and decipher for yourself through research, through tuning in, through finding out things with your guides, with your higher self. There is much help there available for you through beings such as Racquel, who are able to help you to tune into your higher self, tune into your guides, and offer guidance in fine-tuning those energies for you to make those accurate connections to those higher energies, so that you may begin this research for yourself. You may also speak to Mary and myself, who are here to guide you on one-on-one sessions, private sessions, where you can ask your own questions, and we will guide you on what is the best way forward. So seek Racquel, and seek out the help that you need in order to guide you through your own unique path as it relates to the energy of the Creator. I hope that this helps you in your way forward. It is my true honor to be here with you today. Much blessings.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's so helpful. That's that truth coming through and are like a just almost like you're holding hands with everybody. Huh. Thank you,
Yes, yes,
Yeshua.
yes. He's so clear in his transmissions, isn't he? Yeah. I just love the messages that come through. They're so accurate, so clear, so to the point. It's like no nonsense, you know, it's like clear, clear, clear. This is the message. This is what it is, you know. And that's how it has been, even in the book, you know, his voice has been so clear, so pure. And you know, I learned so much from just my interactions with him during the writing of the book and, you know, transmissions before and after. So I think it's been about 10 years now since I've had this really close relationship and receiving transmissions. So it's been such a beautiful relationship. Yeah, I truly appreciate it.
And I think it activated us all a little bit more by just
Absolutely.
being here and being able to be together and hear it and understand and understand with Yeshua and
Yeah.
Racquel. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I just want to acknowledge everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We've got Khalil09H, we've got Tracy BK5Y, and we've got, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to pronounce this, so I'm going to spell it out. SHURRICE Salazar 9981, I think it is.
Cherise.
But thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the creativity, hey, on YouTube and how they create their unique identities. But thank you everybody for being here. We will get to your questions in just a moment. I just want to tune in back again with Melissa and see if she had any more comments about what we've been talking about and any residual information you wish to communicate as it relates to Starseeds.
And some of the fun information about Starseeds and the like what that means is that all the different origins and races of starseeds, of star beings, pardon me, and different civilizations and cultures could be many. There are many, 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 many. And some of the ones that we know that are fun are Pleiades. And so that the Pleiadians originally came from the Pleiades, and there are different star beings. So we've got the popular ones are Arcturian and Andromedan and Syrian and Anunnaki, and of course we all have a little bit of those lower star beings in us as well, like the reptilians, the Draco, the um, Greys, and so some of those are the fun names: the Lyrans, the Lyrans, the ones that are the cat and the lions, and the
yeah.
mhm. And sometimes the Syrians are many of the starseed verbiage words are like crossover to the different layers throughout history where we've had interaction with different ascended beings. So that's pretty cool. I think that's cool how it all works. And we all have a little bit of it in us. And sometimes
Absolutely.
our missions and purposes and are very loud in aspects in us to help us keep going on our missions and purposes and our reason for being here. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I look at it like a large jigsaw puzzle, you know. We all have that unique part that fits into the larger plan. And so it's just a matter of us finding our kin and trying to fit in where, you know, where we need to be, right? Um, there's one little other piece that I want to bring in, and this was from Indigo Angel. If you folks don't know her, please go and check her out on YouTube, Indigo Angel 222. She's written a beautiful book, and I know Melissa has bought the book as well. And I'm very close to Indy, and we worked together on many shows together in the past year. So I just want to read a little bit about what she has brought in with the different kinds of indigos. So she's classified them as indigo type 1 through 4. So I'm just going to read a little blurb of what she classifies the types as. So indigo type 1, she says, individuals embodying the essence of indigo type 1 represent the pinnacle of advanced grid workers. These individuals serve as the primary template for grid work endeavors, encompassing multidimensional roles such as grid keeper, grid reader, gatekeeper, grail keeper, and spiritual land worker. And so their missions are immersed in, the ley lines, sacred sites, vortices, stargate locations on Earth, correcting all of that, if you will. And then indigo type 2, these individuals embody the archetype of the planetary healer, the light body architect, and the soul alchemist. They serve as spiritual medics, shamans, quantum healers, specializing in the restoration of biospiritual integrity, both in individuals and in the collective human field. Their core mission revolves around healing, energetic repair, and the activation of dormant DNA to awaken divine remembrance. So that's indigo type 2. Indigo type 3 individuals are the spiritual shadow walkers, frequency alchemists, and gate openers between dimensions, uniquely encoded to transmute polarity, restore corrupted timelines, and rehabilitate hybridized soul lines. They serve as cosmic bridge builders, fearlessly traversing between light and dark realms in order to retrieve lost fragments of humanity and rewrite distorted soul patterns that were once tethered to fallen systems. And finally, type 4. These individuals represent the pinnacle expression of indigo evolution, a fully integrated synthesis of types 1, 2, and 3. They are the diamond sun light body avatars, the visionaries of ascension, and the living embodiment of the new earth blueprint. These are the souls who carry within them the entire architecture of Earth's transformation, from grid repair and light body healing to shadow transmutation and cosmic timeline navigation. I thought that was really beautiful, right? She just hit the nail on the head with that.
Yes, precisely. And I think she is the best of the best well-spoken teacher that we have.
Yes.
Over all the years. And
so
I think everyone should look her up. Everyone should know about her. Everyone should have her on YouTube and get her book. But yeah, that's, I couldn't even put that all together to say it better than that.
I know. Yeah, she's just so beautiful. She has activated me on so many levels too. It's just, the last year, 2025 was so powerful for me because I had a lot of interactions with her on YouTube and otherwise as well. But even I still have connections with her, but we haven't just been as much in the public eye as we were last year. But it's been truly powerful. Like, she's been busy writing her book and things like that. So but yeah, she's just so amazing. So I would encourage folks to go and check her out.
Yeah, and many of us are going to be at the Rise of the Guardians conference here in Sedona, Arizona. So she will be here, and many of the best that live here or come here a lot are also going to be there. So doing speaking and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to throw that in. Everyone should come.
Yes,
absolutely.
Welcome. I wish I could come. I'm on the other side of the world right now. Maybe next year. So Melissa, shall we dive into the questions coming in from the audience?
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have Khalil first. He says, "Hi ladies, you look very well and I love the topics of today's live. May I please ask for a Starseed psychic reading if the time permits? I am Maria. Thank you."
Absolutely. What was the last word? I am what?
Maria. So her name is Maria.
Hi, Maria. I am, we touched on this a little bit last time, but I am feeling so much of that Sophia energy. There's, it's almost like a beautiful golden purity for you. You have a big energy though, too. So it's not, that's different than what the Starseed would be. Activated line that I am picking up would also be like Syrian, tall, big, angelic, Elohim. And I feel like there's a really cool mission and purpose that you've had to go through a lot of lower painful things because because you're strong enough to pull it all together and help us navigate back into our true divine blueprints. Do you have kids? Because there's something about kids.
Maria, are you
Sorry,
still with us? No worries. We'll
I'm
just wait to see if she is able to respond. Yeah, I think I'm getting the same thing for Maria as well. She's got a beautiful light. She's got like a really big mission. And I
big.
see her with like angelic wings. Do you see that
Mhm.
too?
Yeah, big. And like golden energy, like sparkles. So there's this stardust and this golden. So those higher dimensions I sometimes call earth angels or the ascended master realms.
Yeah.
And that's not quite the right words, but this is big, and I think there's a lot of connection for Maria in helping the young people stand up and be themselves without having those distortions hit them,
Yeah.
and maybe be a divine mother as the divine mother stands up more and more in animals and
She
children.
says she has one daughter, and I have been told a lot about kids lately. Haha. So that must be important.
Cool. Okay, because I'm picking
Well,
up real
Maria,
strong.
you must have one of those special kids, you know, those diamond or
Yeah.
those aurora kids or those crystal kids. So all the kids coming in now with parents such as yourself that are, you know, in that evolved state, they are birthing these new kids so that they can create that environment to bring these kids into the light with that knowing, with that understanding of guiding them, you know, right off the bat into that light, into that awakening, and not have to go through all the garbage that we did, you know, as we were kids, you know, having to
Mhm.
navigate through all of the stuck energies, the difficult energies that you know that was part of our society, if you will. So you know, parents like Maria are already opened and ready to receive these new energies. So it's beautiful that she's got a daughter. Go ahead, Melissa. Sorry, I had to
Absolutely.
say that.
No, it's exactly right. I think this is just perfect, and I'm feeling this Venusian energy, which is flowy, and for you and your child, and maybe other young people, you get to be in kind of leading the way in safety and harmony and laughter and truth, like we still don't quite understand us old people. And I feel like there's the animals and everything. Like I feel you have a spectacular connection, Maria, to the earth realms, and yet you hold a beautiful angelic energy. And one of them feels Syrian, so that would be like um, kind of magical and mystical and strong warrior, as
Mm-hmm.
well as mothering, divine
Yeah.
mother.
Well, Yeshua is from Sirius as well, so there's that
Mhm.
energy too, right? So you've got the divine um, Christed energy, if you will. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. And I'm picking up one more thing for her, that there is quite a bit of abundance coming. So if it's been tight or stagnant, or worrisome in the last year or the last week, the last month, or it just feels like the changes are confusing. It feels like that you will be very well taken care of, and that's very well taken care of, abundantly and safely and
Mhm.
happily.
Yeah,
Get that golden energy.
yeah, totally. Well, Maria, I hope that helps you. If you do want to work more with either Melissa or myself, you can find links in the description. As always, Melissa has her feet in both worlds, so she can communicate with you, you know, in terms of connecting with your ancestors, connecting with those that have passed on, but also give you guidance on how to move forward in this life and help you navigate those difficult situations. For me, on the other hand, if you wish to, in a way, connect more to your higher self, I have guidance on how you can do that, and also connect you with um, ascended masters like Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and you can get, guidance through me as I have just transmitted that message from Yeshua. You can get direct guidance from these ascended masters as a live transmission. So whatever way you wish to go, you can get help either from Melissa or myself in whatever means you feel is necessary for your path. So I hope that helps you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Maria.
She says, I think I do feel ready to be more of the mothering energy and help the younger ones. I was a bit immature before, haha. And then she says, both your frequencies are so activating and helping me connect this. So thank you for being here. Are we through with Maria? Do you have anything finally to say to her?
Just, Maria, it feels so big and so wonderful. And we've all been immature and we've all had moments. And, but I think it's so fun. It's going to be so fun. Like it's so much innocence and strength that you get to help teach others with, and just golden and abundant and fun, and just I feel so much laughter.
Yeah. It's like firecrackers, isn't it? It's like that innocent, beautiful, happy energy, right? When you connect with the creator energy and with these ascended masters, it's like there's so much excitement, there's so much joy, there's so much high vibration, right? Yeah, I totally get it. So stay in that high frequency, everybody. This is the way to be. So I have Tracy coming in next. She says, hello, ladies. Wow, this is really interesting. I was wondering if you could tell me about my soul connections, please. I am a light worker, but I am starting to believe that there is more. Let's see. She says, that was awesome. I'm thinking that's for the transmission. My heart is swelling. Okay, so let's go back to her question. I was wondering if you could tell me about my soul connections, please. I am a light worker, but I am starting to believe that there is more. This is from Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. One of your guides is here, and a young person, being, angel, being, person, and you've got this energy that's kind of got a lot of colors in it, wrapping around you. It's yours. It's you. And I feel like you have some really cool soul connections coming up. If it just feels like it's been disappointing and like you are out of place, perhaps even your starseed activations, your higher self activations are going to bring you to these wonderful people that finally get you some more. I feel like there's a new, possibly like type of relationship coming in, and your soul tribe is going to reach out. You do healing. It's like mental, like air sign, meaning air element. A lot of knowledge, and you get to bring that into your relationships, your soul missions coming up, and healing. Something about healing, helping others heal, because you've walked the walk and you've done it really well. Don't forget, and be nice to yourself because you've done really well. And you're further than you think. You're further along than you think. Do you want to do different missions, different kind of work, different kind of relationships?
She says, thank you. Let's give her a moment to process that. I know there's a delay in the transmission, but thank you for that, Melissa. That was beautiful. Yeah, I think that's important, for each of us to step into our mission and make that connection with the higher self, because to me that's like your guiding light. That's your, in a way, the hand behind you, guiding you, nudging you in the right way. So it's important to tune into that energy each morning and just make that connection and land for the day. Center yourself for the day and know where it is you're going, what it is you're going to be doing. So I think that's really important.
She's strong.
Yeah. She says, I would love that so much. So I think Melissa's question was, are you wanting to go in a different direction? Is that what you're asking, Melissa? Are you wanting to do more? Correct.
I'm seeing it. It's, in all of our lives and our processes, it's not that we can just change everything in 1 second and go, okay,
Yeah.
well, I tend to do this where I go, oh, I think I'm going to live there. And I touch a dot on the map and I do it. And so that's a little extra.
Yeah.
But I'm
Just like
seeing,
me.
yeah,
It's like, I want to go
okay,
live in Adelaide for 6 months and I'm here now.
yeah, you did. That was within a week you chose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
a
some of
little.
us can do it, some of us can't. So yeah, I know there's a lot of restraints and physical, difficulties. But at the same time, I think we should just try our best to remove as many of those obstacles as possible. I know I made a stand like, 12 years ago in my life. I was doing the same thing, the 9 to 5 rat race, chasing all the money and the wealth and all of that. And I just flipped my life on its head and I just let everything go. I left the city. I went off and lived as a yogi for 2 years and stripped myself of all of that. And so, in a way, that was a renewal for me. So, we have to, in a way, confront ourselves. It's like looking in the mirror and saying, okay, what is not serving me? And just slowly strip away all of those energies, that baggage that we're carrying around with us, and just focus on that true soul mission, that's true starseed mission, and try to get in alignment into that mission mode, if you will. And every morning you will be guided what it is, which direction you need to go in order to serve that mission. So it's important to find that path, to find that energy, that alignment. I think that's very, very
When
important.
that flow comes in, it's sometimes surprising
Yes.
and it makes it a little bit more fun. Like it's uncomfortable part of our, lives to
Yeah.
and then it just makes it more fun. Tracy, I'm feeling like you might enjoy right now talking to the fairy elementals because they will help you on your journey of recognizing some of your really cool path and missions and purposes. And there's something about this beautiful trees, like pine trees, like forest, like tree smells, and then like honeysuckles and jasmine. So those energies or essences you can ask to be around you, and you're going to get answers really quickly. You've done really well. You're actually further than you think. Like, don't I want to say, don't be mean to yourself, because I know we all tend to sometimes, and we all get stuck. Like we have some doorstop that we're like, where did that come from? And wow, how do I get around it? But Tracy, you're getting ready to roll in your perfect, unique flow. And I'm seeing you kind of smooch some trees like I like to do quite often. Helps
Oh
me
my
so
God,
much.
you're so bang on, Melissa. You have no idea, right? You don't have you're not seeing the chat box as I am, so you are bang on. So what she has typed is, I would love to live amongst the trees, as you were speaking about all the scents of the trees. So it's like so amazing. You are truly bang on. And she's laughing. That makes sense. She says, thank you so much. So you are really absolutely bang on. She wants to live among the trees. And so when you're talking about the sense of the pine and all the forest, it's like, yeah,
Mm,
she's meant to live there. Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely. And you'll have enough money too, and the right income or job, or it's just, I feel it. And I feel like even if you like to be, I'm like this often, even though people don't ever, when they first meet me, they don't believe it. Like I like to be kind of isolate and to myself a lot. And I literally smooch trees, like hug them, talk to them,
Yeah.
name them. And I love it's almost like I can see the deer and the squirrels and the different animals around you as well, that you just are like, hey, Fred. And um, and I feel like you have some really beautiful days ahead. And if some of it is in contemplation and feeling those multi dimensions in your beautiful surroundings, I feel like it's huge and it's coming and it's divinely yours. It's part of your truth.
She says, I would love to have a cabin. And she says, I communicate with them. Awesome. So you are absolutely connected. She says, I want to have connections with like-minded people. Perhaps it's the elementals that you're meant to connect with. So, and you are connecting with like-minded people. You are here, aren't you? So it's beautiful. Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep coming back every Thursday.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tracy. And I do believe all of us are going to keep crossing paths and recognizing other soul tribes, soul family.
Yeah.
And it just is going to feel more comfy and more comfy and more safe. And our hearts can open up again more and more, each one of us in our own ways, to relationships like dating or friendships or work relationships or just, your favorite people at the gas station.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, we are all energetically holding hands, in whatever area we are in. It doesn't matter, whether I'm in Australia or you're in the United States. We're all energetically holding hands and moving in the same direction, right? And so, yeah, our circle is just expanding, ever expanding, and we are finding more and more common ground between each and every one of us. So, the more we open up, the more we talk about these subjects, and more we talk about and share our own stories, it becomes our way of life. It becomes the norm, the new norm, right? Yeah. So, we have to speak our truth, which is what you and I are doing. So, it's beautiful.
I'm honored. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Happy blessings.
She says, I live with my 22-year-old son and husband. Awesome. Any closing remarks for Tracy? And
I just feel like you guys get to just live the shaman life, like feel it and I just feel like super awesome connections for all of you and your family unit and around you and your kind of work and things like that. Just feel that excitement.
beautiful. Thank you, Tracy, so much for being here. All right, let's move on. Do we have more time?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm really messing with this name, but it's ShuricesalaZar. How would you pronounce that?
Cherise.
Okay,
It's
help us
Cherise.
out here. Give us a name. She says, she or he says, do you have any messages for the collective struggling with the human physical symptoms of this energetic upgrade? It's been a wild ride lately. Yes, absolutely. We agree with that. I think for me, it's been mostly, or at least here, what I'm experiencing in Australia, it's we've been experiencing all of these energetic shifts in terms of the weather and with all of this war going on, and so it's like larger energies are being shifted and moved and corrected. So I look at it like gears, sort of settling into the right spot, if you will. It's like there's this 0 point energy field and there's all of these energies that are out of placement, and so it's being shaken up and rattled around just so that they fit into the right spot. So that's what's happening right now. Everything is being shaken up and it's coming and settling into where it's meant to be. So yes, of course, we're going to face all of that difficulty in when this shaking or when this moving is happening. And Yeshua has said that much to me, right up to about, I think, 2064, we're going to experience a lot of ups and downs as this whole thing settles in. So that's why it's so important for us to be grounded and anchored into who we truly are at this point and try to find that centeredness within ourselves. And so no matter what comes at us, we are always constant. We are always in that safe zone, right?
Yes. And I was giggling when you're talking because I'm like, oh yeah, because I feel like I'm, been crawling along over here myself in a few ways, and I am seeing people, big layers of huge grief come up
Yes.
It's usually old, but connected to, our surroundings, our things, our life experiences. So there's many lifetimes of question marks that we weren't allowed to ask that are coming up in us. And so sometimes, um, like I've been feeling very heavy, so I'm a little bit slower than I want to be. Like for instance, so I think we have some physical symptoms, some of us.
Yeah.
Um, and so whether you're tall or short or thick or thin or have a little anxiety or not, some of this is old. And we can ask for some of it, like the breath of source, to blow it out and keep us safe and grounded. And I think many of you are going to have, for humanity, a little bit more of an amped up, certainly your spiritual connection with your own way, your own connection with your higher self and source, your guides, your teams. But I think we're all going to see colors differently. So, and what feels scary, we're going to go, no, and we're all going to keep moving up into those higher realities or those
Yes.
higher
Yeah.
timelines
Yeah.
when we realize that we are sort of caving in. So if there's anything fearful, just know it's quick and temporary.
Mm.
And I'm seeing just like colors being more vibrant, and and a lot of really good people like bringing us to recognition of what we can do to all be healthy, happy, and whole together, and say no to those old systems that we were so used to.
Hmm.
But any of the physical symptoms, I think there's just beautiful healers. We're going to find new ways. I think we're going to recognize, things like what they call the med beds, like
Mm.
or the frequency healing and different things in our own reality,
Yes.
not brought by anybody else, but lots of good practitioners and facilitators and things like that. But there's like this super cool healing. And I think everybody is going to remember how to receive abundance and richness and wealthiness and healthiness, because I know all around the world we're all like, okay, is this going to be hard to take care of ourselves and the finances and the things like that in our own right? I feel like that we're going to sweep through that and
Mm.
rebuild and again be in those higher timelines.
Yeah.
And I just feel people glowing and um, feeling their um, talk about multidimensional. I think people are going to feel their loved ones and be able to have crystal clear connection and with them and your guides and guardian angels like never before. And one of my favorite things that I've always asked myself is if I could hear them or I could see them or I could feel them, what would it be like? And that pushes away the blocks.
The fear. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we remember how to connect and be whole in ourselves
Yeah.
and grounded, and the solutions and answers and truth will come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any more to that question, Charisse?
I think it's beautiful. Yeah. I think it's
Connections.
beautiful.
People are coming together.
Yeah.
Beautiful people are coming together.
I think fear is the most important thing to overcome, right? It's such a useless emotion to me. It's like, yeah, it's the one thing that blocks us from everything that we can experience as it relates to the creator and all of those beautiful energies. Because if you look at that spectrum, like fear is right down at the bottom, and then as you climb that frequencies a ladder, if you will, it's like all those pure energies like love and forgiveness, and all of that is in the higher realms, right, in the higher frequencies. So just leave all of that behind, like Melissa said, just open yourself up to allowing for those lighter energies to fill your being. So yeah, she says grief has been huge, she or he. Heaviness is my biggest physical symptom. I feel so much energies in my body too.
I think
So
many people, Charisse, are really feeling that grief. And so please know that we are all holding hands and you're not alone. And And it's not the end for your truth, your life connections, your truth. And we're going to keep reminding each other and holding that energy when, those times in our lives when we can't.
Yeah.
I've had a few, and where I'm like, I can't do this by myself. And just know this, just if you would like to, Charisse, just yell out to all your soul tribe, your soul family, source, Yeshua, if you would like, your guides and guardian angels, and say, just excuse me, could you share with me what I can do and just hold me up, and you'll feel it, and it'll light you up. And I think collectively we're really, really pushing out a lot of grief as well as fear. And it's almost like a frantic anxiety energy as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I think what you just said was crucial, Melissa, in that it is for us to make that decision to reach out to these beings. It's like they're standing beside us as we walk, and they watch us stumbling and falling, but they cannot do anything until we ask for help. You know what I mean? It's like they're ready to help, but they cannot infiltrate because of that law of what's the law? It's the law of forgetfulness, I suppose. It's the veil within which we reside, right? So they cannot impose themselves on us until we reach out and say, okay, I now accept that I'm a multidimensional being and I'm asking for help. I'm asking for guidance, right? So we are here in this 3D, if you will, which is the time machine. So they cannot interfere with our experience within this reality unless we break out of it and say, okay, I'm no longer within the confines of this reality. I am now a multidimensional being and I'm ready to embrace that part of me. So yeah, we have to take that step forward. So that's very important, I think.
Absolutely. That was really, really, really well said. As a sometimes cranky, very, very stubborn human being over here, me, I forget to ask, and over all the years, and they say the same. Oh my guides and angels, my team, my council says, we've been waiting for you to quit floating off and being mad and angry and and hurting, and they always say we will never try to force anything upon you, or certainly won't. We would certainly bring divine intervention if we can. But we would never try to force you to think a certain way or be anything else but you. And so when finally asking for help, it's been my just
it's that
joyous.
free will choice, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it works every single time. And my favorite thing is to say, I don't know what's going to help. And I don't know, will you show me in unmistakable ways what is the happiest, best, highest good for me so I can see it and know it.
Yeah. And
it
I
helps
think
every
being
time.
as clear as possible, because there's, when you think about it, it's like everything is available to us, right? And so if we ask for something in the way we think it's meant to happen, it'll show up in the most divine way. So as clear as possible we can be, and then it shows up. It's like asking for 1% and then getting 100%. You know what I mean? It's like it happens to me too. It's like I ask for something and it comes to me in the most unexpected, beautiful way that I could not have ever imagined it materializing in my life or manifesting in my life. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So it will come, folks.
Thank you, Charisse.
Thank you so
hugs
much.
and happy blessings. We're all going to make it. We're going to do it. God, source creator, won't leave us behind.
Let's see. She says, that was beautifully articulated. I meant volcans and earthquake. I wake up off them. I feel them in my body. Oh, this was somebody else. Sorry. Yeah, Charisse says, thank you so much. That was beautifully articulated. All right. Thank you so much, Cherise. I'm just going to scroll back to see if I missed any more questions. Plug them in, folks, again, if I have missed you. I think we have time for one more, Melissa. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's see. I think we have Siggy. She says, hello, all you beautiful, loving beings. Let's see if Siggy has a question. Can you help me? My mission seems to change and I feel in between. Thank you so much. That's from Siggy Much 3063.
Hi, Siggy. When Racquel was reading the question, and if you want to elaborate anymore, you can. But what I was seeing was this true, as we are going through, and this could be for Charisse as well, we're going through that time where we're almost like pulling apart, and those pieces of us, the shadow, the pieces, are becoming more balanced, and we're healing and cleansing and clearing. And so we're pulling apart from the old world, the lower world. And I feel like there might be something really awesome and powerful, and sometimes even quiet for you, that you will be able to recognize in your everyday life quite well, and strong, and quiet sometimes. And
Siggy's the one that talked about volcans and earthquakes. She says, I feel them, I wake up to them, I feel them in my body. She's from Germany.
what I'm picking up is that you were, I know, I feel Syrian with you as well. And I hear what you're saying. I know, I see it. And home spaces, remembrance of home spaces, like you. But I feel like you have been through a civilization explosion, crumbling before, and I feel like that some of it is old truth, knowledge, and wisdom, and some of your divine beings, your family members, your star family, are actually becoming whole. So there's fragmented pieces. What I'm seeing is fragmented pieces coming back into wholeness from the other civilizations that you remember. And it's harder sometimes when you remember these things. And I feel like this is not going to stay like torturous, and discomfort and pain. But I feel like it's like all coming back together. It's like there's a part of you is coming back together that was stranded or hurt out in another time and place. And I feel like your star beings and your star family are going to talk to you extra, extra, and it's going to start being, Vulcans aren't necessarily the laughing, hilarious ones, because they say, that is illogical, Captain. But it feels like it comes together and it's smooth and wonderful, and I feel like sometimes quiet. So I feel like an enormous amount of wisdom is it's almost like molding you, bringing you back to you, as some of the old shadow, darkness, pain pieces of the past eras and cycles are pulled away from you, especially stuff that wasn't yours, because some of this is not yours. And I just feel like you have the coolest wisdom information that's true of source in an interesting way that's unusual to a lot of people. You might even want to write stuff down or write. I'm also feeling love for you coming in. Not that you don't have family, friends, loved ones, partners, things like that, but it's even deeper than you've ever known. So it's part of the separation from the old timelines and the old ways, is the separation of the actual separation. And I'm seeing you bring back in wholeness and love, and it's smooth and amazing and very old school wise. And I feel like you know what to do to help protect our consciousness in these days, times, weeks, months, and connect with cool light workers and be super unique, Starseed yourself.
Awesome.
I hope that's
Thank
helpful.
you. She says, I'm a starseed, empath, and medium. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to start again to write and draw. And she sends many kisses and love and lots of good icons our way. So kisses to you, Melissa.
Thank you, Siggy.
Thank you,
I see
everybody.
it. Keep
So
going. Woo, I see it for you. Ooh, yes.
we had some beautiful energy in here today, hey? I love it. I truly love it. Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful contribution. It's been so wonderful to have you here with us today and share your experience with us. And so, yeah, it is my hope that we all step forward into our mission, into our wholeness, into our remembrance. Melissa, I'm going to spring this on you, but would you be a prayer warrior for us and bring all of this together to a unique ending, if you will, and tie it all up with a nice little bow? So if you can just use your words, your beautiful words, to bring this transmission, if you will, to an end in your own words, in your own prayer.
I would love to. Thank you. And I'm going to say thank you, God, source creator, for knowing our hearts and hearing our hearts. And thank you for bringing every activation and every level, every layer, and holding us all, each in our true divine blueprint alignments, and lifting us up, lifting up our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our spirits, our souls, our higher selves in perfect divine order today. And thank you for connecting us together, holding hands in that pure Christed energy. And thank you for bringing us solutions and answers, and sweeping away some of those hardships and those heavy things that we're walking through, we're navigating through. And thank you for the guidance and the richness and the healthiness and the wholeness and the joy and the peace and the creativity and pure alignment and pure divine light. Freedom. Thank you for the freedom, source.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So beautiful. I just felt waves and waves of gold and light just weaving through our energy field. So thank you for that. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Racquel.
Thank you so
And
much
all
for
of
being here,
you.
Melissa. That was so beautiful. I see a beam of light coming down on you. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will be back again next Thursday. So, yeah, put a like on this video if you appreciated it and if you like the content. So tune in again next Thursday. And if you want to work with either Melissa or myself, there will be links in the description below. Please interact with us and, reach out if you need that assistance. Thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate you. We will see you next week. Namaste.
Thank you all so much. Mwah. Bye, guys.